Hi, everyone. Um, some of the very commonly used terminologies in Java, like Pojo, you would have heard Pojo here and there, Bean, and Serializable. Let's quickly understand what these three terms are all about. So I just have tried to get something out of ChatGPT here for all the three keywords, and we'll just quickly run through the answers here and see if we can try to link these answers in our code base as well. Okay. This would be more theoretical, quick lecture and won't be more practical because these are just concepts. And I just want you to be aware how Pojo is different from Bean and what is serializable, and so on and so forth. So Pojo is full form is plain old Java object. It doesn't adhere to any convention or framework. It is basically a regular class that contains fields, constructors, getters, setters, and some business methods, okay, which generally we have in most of our classes. So any class I have created, if you look at, it would have basically the variables and the getters and setters and some business methods where you are writing the logic. Okay. And we'll look at uh, service classes and repository uh, interfaces and controller classes in just a bit once we move towards the project side of it. Now we are just talking about class and object. So typically a class can contain properties, that is variables, getters and setters, and some business methods. Okay, that's what you just need to remember. Okay, so and a Pojo is not required, should not extend or implement any predefined classes or interface except for serializable. Okay. So typically a very simple class is a Pojo, which containing the getters and setters and the variables. Okay. Let's come to Java Bean. A Java Bean is a specific type of Pojo. It is a Pojo only, plain old Java object, but it follows certain conventions. And these Java Beans are extensively used in JSP and Spring. So what are the characteristics? There are some 4 to 5 characteristics. You would have private fields, okay, which is very much clear that you want to have encapsulation um, in your objects. So fields would be private. To access these fields or to set these fields, you would use public getters and setters. Okay, getters and setter methods. Each property must have public getter and setter methods, which is what I just mentioned. Public no argue constructor, okay, is one of the characteristic of a Java bean, and a Java bean is typically serializable. That is, it implements serializable interface. Okay, what it means is that it allows its instances to be serialized or converted into byte streams for storage or transmission. Okay, when you want to send that object, you just cannot send it. You would need to implement the serializable interface so that it converts into a byte stream which can then be stored in the database or transmitted via network. Okay, so this particular class here is a Java bean which implements serializable interface. And a and Java beans are commonly used where objects need to follow a certain convention. Okay, and in general as well, where the object needs to be sent or stored. Okay. And what is serializable interface? It is a marker interface. What is a marker interface? A marker interface is an interface without a method, an interface with no methods that indicates that a class can be serialized. Serialization is a process of converting. What is serialization? It is a process of converting an object into a byte stream so it can easily be sent over a network or stored in a file. Okay. And as I mentioned, serializable is a marker interface So it doesn't require any methods to be implemented. Its purpose, generally, if you have a normal interface, you would have some methods written in that interface, which you would then implement in the class. Okay, but here, since serializable is a marker interface, which doesn't have any methods, so um, uh, though since methods are not there, so obviously those methods obviously won't be implemented. And so the purpose is to signal Java runtime that the class can be serialized. That's it. Okay, this is what you need to know about the three concepts. Okay, now if I go back to my code, let's quickly, now what is this class? This class is not a Pojo, because Pojo generally uh, should not extend or implement any predefined class or interface except serializable. Okay, okay, so obviously you can call it as a Pojo, more like an advanced Pojo. Okay, but this won't be a bean, because beans need to be implementing the serializable interface. Okay, so if I make it like this, then it becomes a bean. Okay, otherwise it's just a Pojo. Okay, uh, yeah, this is the most simplest of Pojo, which doesn't extend from any class. It contains private variables, public getters and setters. So this is the most simple form of Pojo. Okay, and with public getters and setters, no arg constructor, uh, if I have the serializable interface being implemented, then it becomes a bean. Okay, so for this particular car class to become a bean, what I need to do, I need to implement serializable, and I should have a no arg constructor. Okay, generate constructor. I'll not select any of these, so it creates a no arg constructor. So I can just remove this. That's it. This is the bin. This is a bean right here. Okay. And serializable, as we discussed, is a marker interface, which means an interface which doesn't have any methods. So you need not do any implementation of those methods. It just signals that this particular object can be uh, converted into a byte stream. Instances of that object can be converted into a byte stream, which can then be transmitted or stored. Okay. Okay, so this is what I wanted to cover in this video. Hope these three important concepts are clear, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Hope you liked the video. Uh, for the code, link is there in the description. And if you need any help in building large scale software solutions or AI automation solutions, you can get on a quick consultation call. Again, link is there in the description. So until next time, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.